Good afternoon from sunny Berlin. My name is Eugen and I love to travel. And we have over here a system of canals. Basically, actually, there's two canals. There's this one coming like this, and there's this one coming from there like this. And they unite here and form a pretty big body of water. Basically. So this is somewhere just close to where I live, like probably 1 kilometer from where I live. And basically, Berlin is a landlocked city. It's not a port to any sea, but it has a lot of water and a lot of canals. And that practically makes it a port, or used to make it a port, during the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century, when Berlin was tied to these canals to the sea. And to be fair, before the development or the proper development of railways, Berlin and Germany and Western Europe actually used a lot of river transportation system to transport large amounts of goods and cheaper, you know. And you have here a lot of walking space. You have some residential areas which are a bit older but still very nice. It's a quiet area. Really a very quiet area. Very, very nice. Let me get close to the river so you can see better. So this is technically a canal, not a river. And there should be a little bridge over there. Yep, about 200-300 meters away, somewhere around there. It's pretty nice. Very nice area, very nice. And this standard apartments like this, an apartment like this is where my grandparents used to live, but in Bucharest, not here. Very similar to what social housing was in the communist period in the Warsaw Pact countries. So yeah, a lot of playground, a lot of residential areas by the water, some sitting areas which are pretty nice, and some newer residential establishments. But yeah, let's see how do I cross this canal and what's on the other side. So basically it's under construction and I have to just bypass it somehow. Probably just like that somehow. Yeah, that should work. Look at this. So basically there's a bridge system. There's one just coming like this, and this is ours. I need to go just like that. These people are. And there's also a third one over there, crossing another road. And it's freshly paved, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, not that fresh. Anyway, we're crossing. So everybody's building something here in Germany, but the problem is that they have the obsession to do things so properly that it just takes a long time. and they just build it too proper, in my opinion. They also want to do it with the smallest cost possible, which is another problem. There you go. Nice. And yeah, finally I can get across this canal and make my way towards my home. The thing with this place is that all these canals have a radial kind of system, you know, like there are 2 or 3 that meet in a certain point in a knot, and then they go in 3-4 directions. And even though this area is very, very close to me, it's very hard to explore it because you have to go all along these canals and find crossing points all the time, and you end up walking like 15 kilometers for like nothing. And yeah, you have all this nature surrounding all this. It's very nice. And on the other side, apparently there's a paved road with lighting, public illumination on the left and on the right, like a huge wide one. Apparently there's some small time crime activity here. There's a public gyms kind of system over here. Okay. So let's check out this public gym thing, you know. So it's this way basically, this kind of stuff. And it's for different kind of exercises. Basically, so it's exercise with your own body weight, which is a recommended stuff by the doctor. Yeah, but there are only a few machines, so that's about it. You can see there are music lovers over here who are just blasting their garbage everywhere at maximum speed. Yeah. And yeah, hopefully, I think from here, this is a bicycle highway over here. Very nice. But from here, I think I can find my way home. Although I never actually went home through this route, so well, Google Maps and everything will help. Nice area. 2 or 3 crazy people around, you know, on drugs and all that stuff. But yeah, generally nice area. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell if you want to get notified whenever I'm posting something new, because otherwise you will not get notified. And yeah, you know the drill. So far so good. So what? Bye bye.